Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And it's Friday, yes it is, and I hope you're all going to have an awesome weekend. So we are today, yes I know I should have done it yesterday, going to turn this Halloween pumpkin bucket, which can also be a mini album, and we're going to turn it into something for Christmas. So it's going to be a Christmas basket, and I'm also, along with that, going to use the swags, and it's this one in particular, the heart and the gingerbread swag or banner. We're going to be using some of the holly, and I haven't poked them out because I'm naughty. We're going to be using the poinsettia. So those four there, and we're going to make a Christmassy bucket so that you know what you can do with your Halloween bucket once you've finished using it for that. Right, I have been organised and busy, and I have cut stuff out. So I have two bases, and just like yesterday with the gingerbread girl, I've scored this one. You can see it's not quite in the centre, it's kind of below centre, because I just didn't want to, you know, go through there, so I went underneath it. And so the first thing that we're going to do there is we are going to glue them together. So this is my good side, and this is the top with those two little bumps, and we are going to first of all see if it's a mirror image. If it's a mirror image, that is great, and yes it is. Now what does it mean when I say a mirror image? It means you get a nice side on the outside, you get a nice side on the outside, and we all know what our cutting plates do on the inside. It's a little bit rough, which means obviously if you're going to do it properly, you can cut some pretty paper and you can glue that on the insides, and you'll be beautiful all over. How's that? Right, so it's scored, and I just want to gently bend it on that score line. That's all I want to do. And then we're going to apply our glue above the score line towards the top. Now if you saw my little calamity with my glue bottle yesterday, I have ordered some more pins, so I just need to wait for those to come in. So I'm just going to be super gentle with what I'm doing today. So this is the base of our card. Right, and now we need to get those squared up nicely. So I'm just looking at that up there before I press down too firmly, scoot them across, and then press them down. And the reason that you kind of bend it up is so that when you've got your glue down, you're not getting anything here that's going to make that stick. So this is the back of our card, and that will just lift up, and it will be nice and tidy, plenty of room to write your sentiment in there, or you know, just pop it onto the back. So now we need to decorate the front and get away from the idea of it being a pumpkin bucket. Now the paper that I'm using today is American Crafts, and it's a digital pack, and it's called Bundled Up, and it's very, very sweet. So I'm just grabbing a bit of it here because this is the top layer of the pumpkin bucket, and you can see it's in Christmas paper. So straight away I'm going to go in and I'm going to get my glue down onto that. I am going to glue mine totally flat. I mean, it didn't really take long to die cut anything, so this is a super quick project. Now we just want to center that up. I'm just removing any fluff. I want to make sure that I'm even all the way around, and I think that will do. So I'm just pressing that down there. Now as a pumpkin bucket, you'll notice that you get one of these in the die, and what that is it's something just to highlight that it's a pumpkin bucket, and it gives that kind of pumpkin shape. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take that away, and I've cut two. I've cut one in white and one in pink because I'm going white and pink and pepperminty today, and my pink one is going to go to the back just as it would for your pumpkin bucket, but my white one is going to go to the front. That's going to kind of like give a light and shadow effect and make it more rounded, and I hope you can see that. So I'm going to glue the pink one on now. I have to tell you that this cardstock, this digital pack from American Crafts is absolutely fabulous. I absolutely love it. Right, so now we've got that one. That's our shadow piece. And now this is going to be the bit that makes it look more baskety than pumpkin-y. So I'm going to pop that one down there. You want to overlap, because what you don't want to see is any like that. You don't want to see the pattern cardstock. So that's me messing around. I'm just going to move that down. I want to move that up slightly. Let me just grab it towards myself so that I haven't got things twanging off into the distance. Let me just shift that one up a bit. There. Right. So now we've got a sort of, you know, it's a basket shape, like things can come out of it. Now I have die cut my little swag and stuck those bits on. So we've got gingerbread and we've got our pink and white peppermints, but I've also cut a piece of ephemera from this pack, and I've got this lovely little snowman. So I want to put that down first because I want my swag over the top. And I want to, I don't mind if its scarf goes kind of off edge. So I'm going to go there with my little snowman. And there's all kinds of really beautiful elements in that pack for cutting out. And then with my swag, I'm going to pop that down at the bottom. So I'm just putting a dot everywhere. And I did trim off two little gingerbreads from the end so that it would, you know, just kind of fit within what I was getting up to, which is kind of like that. So what I've got is another layer, and we can have a little close-up. So I've got my little snowman and I've got my gingerbread down there. Now up here we need a handle, and I've cut that in pink. This is also a separate die. No, it's not actually. I think I had to cut it out of the handle. But all you have to do is cut those little skinny bits off. I'm just scooting that upside down to make sure I'm getting that straight. I've got a little bit hanging out there. That'll do. Right, so we've accentuated the shape of our basket, and we've got a lovely, lovely little pink handle. Now my poinsettia I've also cut out, and I've used the 3-point holly and stuck two on that one, and then I cut another 3-point holly, but I just popped a couple of bits behind those two and dropped a pearl in the middle. There you go, so that it was looking, you know, a little bit different. So I think I'm going to go with that one there. I want this one on the top, and then I'm going to go with that one about there. My other one's going to go around here. So I kind of want those over to there. Right, so I'm going to go in with my glue. Just going to pop that one out of the way a minute, and I'm just going to squidge my glue and pop down my first little bit of my poinsettia bouquet, and then we'll do this one. So I kind of wanted holly, but I didn't want to overdo it, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to have that there, and then my big one, I'm going to slide that up and under. That's why it's nice to only put glue partially sometimes, so that you can kind of squeeze stuff in like that. And we're going to go here, and I'm going to slide that under. Just kind of position it where you want. Give that a press. Like, those are nice and dry. Oh, that was quick. I can actually put my stopper back in my bottle now. And I've got a little sentiment that also comes from that paper set that I fussy cut out. Be merry, and it's popped up on some foam. And I'm using a AliExpress foam tape, and I'm just going to pop this into that white area there, and our little card will be all finished. So about there, I think. Now before I push it down, I'm just going to hold it up. Yeah, that's straight. And that is what I've got for you today. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, let's have a look before we stand it up. Just really simple, very quick, very easy, and just really pretty. You just wouldn't associate that with pumpkins at all. That's what I say personally. And then of course on the side there you've got your kickback, and your little card is going to stand up. It stands up perfectly. There you go. Fold flat for your envelope. Stand up. No wobbling at all. I love that. And I thank you so much for joining me. And once again, I do hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend. I'm going to be running around in my garden like a maniac as usual, shovel in one hand, watering can in the other. And once again, thanks so much for joining me. And as usual, all links below. Back on Monday with more from KSCRAFT. Bye.